Hey, it's me again. You know who I am. I'm cooking with Mark. We're in the test kitchen. We're going to test some stuff. I'm going to do something similar that I did the other day, but it's going to be a little different, and it's going to have a Southwest theme. It doesn't have a name yet, but it'll have a name when we're done. You know how that goes. Anyway, what are we going to be cooking? Meat. Because why? I like meat. So we're going to start off with some chicken. It has absolutely nothing on it. It's just plain old chicken. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to fry this up. I cooked some bacon earlier. That's going to be for part of the recipe. Right now, just to give you an idea, the time's about 6:15 or so, roughly. So we're going to see how long it takes to do this. It's about 6:15. I had probably 15 minutes prep time in this. And I'm cooking for 4 people. Okay, 4. So count them. 4. There we go. I'm going to put the chicken in here. Like I said, it's nothing, straight up plain old chicken. We're going to put it in here. That's right, I'll bring the pan down to you, cameraman. We're going to cook for 4 people. So we're going to get 4 nice sized portions of chicken in here. I'll bring the pan down to you, mister. There's the chicken. We're going to set it there for a minute while I wash my hands off. Remember, food safety, keep your hands clean. Hot water, so, well, you do whatever you want at your house. Anyway, we're going to take that chicken. We're going to put a little chili powder on it because this is a Western theme, or Southwestern theme, should I say. Little chili powder, not a lot. We're going to put this in here. We're going to put it on. We're going to put it on for 13 minutes, and we're going to set it at 370 degrees. When it gets about halfway through, we're going to check it. So we'll say 6 minutes, we're going to check it, see what it's doing, check it out, and we'll be back. Okay, what I'm doing now, my cameraman's a little busy. What I'm doing now is I'm checking the chicken. As you can see, it looks a little pink, so I'm not happy with the temperature of the air fryer. So we're going to jack her up to 400. It has 8 minutes left. I flipped it over. It cooked for roughly 7 minutes or so, 6 minutes. It's been flipped one time. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and finish cooking it for 8 more minutes, and we're going to cook it on 400. 400 degrees for 8 minutes. So that's going to be a total of 14 minutes cooking time for the chicken. And I'm guessing if I would have started it out on 400, it wouldn't have took as long. But anyway, chicken will be done soon. Okay, like I said before when I left last time, I suggest you cook the chicken at 400, set it at about 14 minutes. Check it to make sure it's not drying out or anything. But go ahead and cook it at 400 degrees so it cooks faster. And but what I'm going to do, the chicken's pretty much about done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chicken and I'm going to put it on some foil here because we got some other stuff we're going to do. Remember, this is a whole meal that we're cooking. So you don't want the chicken to be dried out, but you want to make sure it's cooked. So we're going to put 2 little pieces there. This piece here is going to go in my mouth because I like meat. Tastes pretty good. Did I smack my lips? Anyway. I have 2 kids. Sometimes my kids like to be different. It's okay to be different, kids. It's alright. And so we're going to do 2 buffalo and 2 barbecue. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of, I'm not going to show you what kind this is. We're going to pour a little bit of this sauce on here. Okay. Some on here. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this foil up. What to do with this? We'll put it in this bowl. There we go, quick thinking. We'll put it in the bowl. We're going to fold this up. While we fold it up, we want it to stay moist, we want it to stay dry, we want it to be in the sauce. And secondly, we don't want it to dry out. So let me get in the fridge to see if I have any open barbecue sauce. What do we got here? Yes, we do. So we don't need to open that. Throw some barbecue sauce on here. Some barbecue sauce on here. Hear that noise? Want to hear me play a song? Okay, there we go. So we're gonna throw that on there. I'm gonna try to hurry it up a little bit because I know that you're patiently watching, which I thank you for watching. Barbecue sauce. Throw that in there. And, cook can do it. Wash the dishes later. Fold this over. Fold this up. Get it nice and sealed. The oven's preheated on 170. We're gonna throw it in the oven. Oven's preheated to 170. Throw it in there. Chicken's in the oven. You cooked it at 400 degrees for about 12 to 14 minutes. You just have to check it because every air fryer is going to be different with temperature and how fast it cooks and how big your chicken is and stuff like that. So we got these potatoes. We're going to put some chili powder on them. I cut them. I peeled them the russet potatoes. You want them as dry as you can. Throw some chili powder on there. This is called a Mr. Misto. I'm not getting paid for any sponsorship, but this has vegetable oil in it because you do have to use some oil. We're not healthy cooking. We're making it a little healthier, but it's not health food. Okay, Mr. Misto. Not pumped up enough. Pump it up with air. Pump it up with air. Okay, might be too much air. There we go. Spray the potatoes. Spray them good. Take your spoon, roll them around. Because if you watch my other video and you remember what happened, I don't think I sprayed enough oil on them. You can use vegetable oil, canola oil, olive oil, stuff like that. Anyway, get them all rolled around in there. A little bit more oil. Which, trust me, that's really not, that's a mist. See the mist? It's nothing but a mist of oil. It's not like it's a lot of oil. Okay. Take your fryer. We're going to dump the potatoes. That's okay. I'll show it to you. We're going to dump the potatoes in there. And it's going to be a lot of potatoes. Check it out. That's a lot of potatoes. I expect it to take 15 to 20 minutes. So we're going to put it on 400. Chili powder, 400. We're going to start out at 15 minutes. Okay? So right now, we have about 30 minutes, roughly 30 minutes in this meal. It would have took less time, but unfortunately, I didn't have my chicken up high enough, or I think it would have been done a little earlier. It's still 30 minutes, 35 minutes for real potatoes, real chicken. You can't beat that. You can't beat it. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, it's me again. The potatoes are getting close to being done. So what I did is I had some canned corn. I drained the juice off of it. Obviously, fresh corn would be ideal. We put the corn on this pan, and what we're going to attempt to do, like I said, this is on the fly. I've never done this before. It's all just me making stuff up. We're going to attempt to put this under the broiler and give it some color, maybe roast it a little bit. We'll see how it works. Okay, so we're going to take the potatoes out. They're not quite done. They're almost done. Okay, they're almost where I want them to be, but that's okay because we got to cook them for a little longer. So what we're going to do next, I put the corn under the broiler. I tried to give it a little bit of color. You can see it does got some light brown to it, so that's going to work. That's what I want. I'm going to put some corn in here. My recipe, not following a recipe. It could be good, it could be bad. Anyway, some corn. You don't have to use all the corn, but I'm going to use a lot of the corn because my kids like corn, especially with potatoes. But what do I like? Meat. I like meat. Okay, we had these on the oven on broil. Some corn. Ouch, that's probably enough corn. Started actually popping. See, we got a little bit of color to it. See that? We're going to put some onions. Not a lot of onions. These onions are kind of strong for some reason. A few onions. Here comes the western part. Jalapenos. The jalapenos seem hot when you're peeling them, and if you eat them when they're raw, they seem really hot. But it seems like once you cook them, it seems to tame them down a little bit. We're going to stir that around a little bit. Stir it around. Peppers are making me cough. Another scoop of corn, why not? We're going to put it in the air fryer for about 2 minutes at 400. Okay, we're back. I put the corn in, I put the peppers in. I ended up turning it from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. So we're well into a good 35-40 minutes now, okay? 35 or 40 minutes. So 30 minutes, nah, that's bogus. Cook your chicken at 400, cook your potatoes at 400. Preheat your air fryer. But we're into about 40 minutes or so now, cooking time. That doesn't include the prep of peeling the potatoes. So what we're going to do now is we got that potatoes out. We're going to grab some cheeses here. We like cheese, but what do we really like? Meat. We like meat, so we got some meat. Okay, so we got some cheese here. Generic cheese and some store brand cheese. Some things you can skimp on, some things you can't. There's no such thing as generic Velveeta macaroni and cheese. But when it comes to this kind of cheese, it tastes pretty good. Anyway, some cheese, stir it around. Stir it around nice and good. A little better than that. Some bacon, which bacon cooks pretty fast in here, but of course it does wrinkle up. If you stab it with a fork when it's laying flat on the plate, stab it with a bunch of time with forks, it will stay flat, believe it or not. And we're going to put this in here, some bacon, crumble it all up, a little smaller. Piece from my mouth, like meat, crumble it all up. And another piece of bacon. Oops. Like I said, we got about 40 minutes, probably 45 minutes we'll have in this. Could you throw the chicken in the oven and do it in the oven while you do the potatoes? Yeah, you could. But this isn't called cooking in the oven. It's called air fryer cooking, okay? Air fryer cooking. So let's say you only had one appliance in the whole world. I'd take the air fryer. More cheese. Almost dropped the ball and destroyed my recipe. More cheese. This is a 4-cheese Mexican blend. Oh, that's probably good. It's probably good. And we're gonna put it in here for, we're gonna say 3 minutes. We'll do 3 minutes. We're into a good 45 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was supposed to be a 30-minute meal, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But that's okay. 45 minutes for this meal. I'm in. Something else I didn't show in the video, but this is diced tomato and chilies. Maybe take a little bit of that and put it on there, just to make it look beautiful. What do you guys think? There you go.